If you guys watch the chat, I can read from the chat. So, is Scrum suitable if a stakeholder says they wouldn't need a constant feedback and the requirements are almost fixed? I want to understand where Scrum is not useful because we keep hearing that Scrum can be applied almost to anything. The more fixed the parameters are and the less unknowns you have, the less meaningful application of Scrum is. So in a totally predictable environment, if we talk about things that your company is doing repetitively, like imagine, I don't know, your team is installing the same CRM system to 1 million clients again and again and again. It's a repetitive work. You know how to do it. You know what the outcome is. The whole process, you are drilled like a military team to execute on. And if that's the same thing which you are repeating again and again, there is no need to use Scrum. Like Scrum will not give you a lot of benefits. Imagine you have a factory producing nails, right? Repeating the production process and doing nail 1 million is exactly the same thing as what you're doing on kind of making nail 900,999, right? So the more stable the situation, the less unknown unknowns, the less things are changing, the less you need Scrum. And Scrum was created to combat complex environment. Complex means there are too many variables to observe. It's very hard to predict what the outcome will be, or sometimes the customer don't even know what they want. When we start with Scrum, it's a journey of exploration. So instead of building nails, we are trying to build a factory that will be building nails, and we never done it before. So the more complexity in the situation, the more we need Scrum, because Scrum combats complexity by splitting things into small chunks. And this reduces the risks. And then you do small chunk of work. You go and you ask for feedback, which allows you to tailor whatever you are doing and change the process, right? And that's the benefit of Scrum. You get only if the environment is kind of rapidly changing. So in a stable environment, you're completely right. We can still, and that's why I don't like when people who kind of sometimes are selling Scrum internally, they're saying, oh, Scrum is like silver bullet, can be applied everywhere. I mean, it can be applied everywhere, but in certain situations, you don't have all the benefits. And in many situations, when we have a predictable outcome, the use of Waterfall, traditional Waterfall project, is more than good enough, and sometimes even better than Scrum, because in those situations you can rely on previous knowledge. You can, like, hey, if we've done it 100 times before, why not reuse whatever we've been doing before and use it right now? So I would definitely say that Scrum is not a silver bullet, and no, we don't need Scrum in any type of work. Hima, is this good enough? Anybody else who has anything to add?